Something serious is happening in Enugu State right now. A politician is being rejected because an old video resurfaced showing him burning the Bible and denouncing Christianity publicly. But the big question is this truly about religion, or is there something deeper they are hiding from the public? Because when you investigate this matter carefully, you begin to see politics, power, church influence, identity crisis, and even the struggle over African tradition. Today, we are going beyond the headlines. We are asking the hard questions many media houses are avoiding. Watch this video till the end, because this story is bigger than many people think.
What really happened? The man at the center of this controversy is Mathias Ezeaku. He is contesting for House of Representatives under the Nigeria Democratic Congress, NDC. Suddenly, social media exploded. Why? Because old videos resurfaced showing him publicly burning the Bible and rejecting Christianity. Immediately, some youths in Uzowani area of Enugu came out strongly against him. They said they do not want somebody with such views to represent them politically. Now, at first glance, many people may say, case closed, but wait first. Something is not adding up here. The question nobody is asking this video is not new. Reports say the video has existed online since around 2022. So why is everybody suddenly angry now? Why did the outrage become national news exactly when election positioning and political ambitions are entering the picture? That is the first suspicious thing. Because in Nigerian politics, timing is everything. A scandal can sleep quietly for years until somebody becomes politically important. Then suddenly the scandal wakes up. So the question is, who brought this old video back now? And who benefits from destroying this man politically? Now listen carefully. Enugu is deeply Christian. The Southeast generally is deeply Christian. Churches are not just places of worship there. Churches influence politics, voting, public opinion, and community leadership. So when somebody publicly burns the Bible, many Christians will naturally see it as an attack on their faith and identity. But there is another side many media houses are refusing to discuss. Mathias Ezeaku says Christianity itself destroyed African traditional religion for many years. And honestly speaking, history shows there is some truth there. During colonial times, traditional shrines were destroyed. African spirituality was demonized. Our ancestors were called evil worshippers. Many people abandoned traditional identity because of missionary pressure. So now some traditional religion supporters are asking, while African shrines were destroyed, society celebrated it. But now that somebody rejects Christianity publicly, everybody is angry. But that is where this matter becomes complicated. Now, this is another important question. Some people see him as somebody defending African spirituality. Others believe he crossed the line, because there is a difference between defending your belief and insulting another person's belief publicly. This is where many people are divided. Even some people who support African tradition are uncomfortable with the Bible burning part because they believe coexistence is better than provocation. And honestly speaking, burning holy books publicly is always going to create emotional reactions, whether it is Bible, Quran, or traditional sacred object. This part is politically explosive. Reports say campaign posters connected him with Peter Obi. Immediately, critics started asking questions because Peter Obi's political image is strongly connected to a church support, moral reputation, youth movement, and Christian identity. So some people fear that this controversy could embarrass or politically damage anybody associated with him. And once Peter Obi's name entered the conversation, the controversy became even bigger. Now let us go deeper. Notice something carefully. Instead of discussing insecurity, Unemployment, roads, poverty, education, hunger. Everybody is now fighting over religion. Again, this is something Nigerian politicians understand very well. Religion is emotional. Religion can divide people quickly. Religion can distract people from governance failure. And once religion enters politics, people stop asking questions about development. This matter also exposes something happening quietly across Igbo land. Many young people are beginning to question colonial influence, loss of African identity, destruction of traditional systems, and the role religion played historically. Some are returning to traditional spirituality openly. Others strongly reject that movement. So this controversy is not only about one politician, it is part of a bigger cultural battle happening quietly in Africa today. A battle over identity, history, spirituality, and political power. Social media is already divided. One side says this man insulted Christianity and should never represent the people. Another side says freedom of religion includes freedom to reject Christianity. Others are asking, why are traditional religions tolerated only in private but condemned once somebody practices them publicly? And honestly, these are difficult questions. At the center of this controversy are three powerful forces fighting each other: religion, politics, identity. And when those three collide during election season, expect chaos. But before we end this video, let us ask the questions many mainstream media houses are avoiding. Why did this old video suddenly become important now? Who resurfaced it? Who benefits politically? Is religion being used again to manipulate voters emotionally? Can Nigeria truly claim freedom of religion if traditional beliefs are still heavily stigmatized? And finally, if religion becomes the main qualification for leadership, what happens to competence, accountability, and development? Drop your opinion in the comment section. Do you believe this controversy is mainly about religion, or do you think politics is hiding behind the outrage? Do not forget to like, share, and subscribe to IGBO AREA TV for more deep investigations and stories many people are afraid to touch. See you in the next video. This video is for public discussion, education, commentary, and analysis based on publicly available reports and reactions. Viewers are encouraged to verify information independently and respect all religious beliefs and communities.
Okay, that is it. Matthias, there is something you need to understand. Somebody has been representing that particular local government or that particular place in the House of Reps. Somebody has been representing it. The person will not watch you damage his career. The person has not said, I am tired of representing my area. The person is still interested in representing that area. All of a sudden, Matthias came up. And Matthias has the right to contest. If he's from that area and if he meets all requirements, he has the right to contest. But Matthias should remember that politics is dirty. Politics, all the very dirty. That is it. Politics is the dirty. Don't expect to find it easy. People will use every tool. And that is why all of a sudden, an old video where you were burning Bible resurfaced. Yes, they will use everything to fight you. Yes, Matthias could be somebody that could rescue that particular senatorial House of Representatives, that particular area. Matthias could. But then, politics is at play. Then you should understand that you will not find it easy. Then coming to the Bible burning, you see, people have the right to choose what to follow. People have the right to choose what to worship. There's freedom of religion. But there is a way you will encroach on other people's rights. This is not infringement per se, but there's a way you don't have to oppress people to do yours. Burning Bible, can you do that for Quran? No, you will not try that. Try to burn Quran. No, you not do that. But Christians are soft, maybe softer now. In the past, during the colonial times when they came, they were maybe okay. Yes, we understand certain things happened during the colonial times. Some people say Christianity was forced on them. Some people say the Christians were very coercive. Indirectly, they dismantled our own religion. Whatever happened, things have changed a lot. You can't come openly and be burning Bible. And just like some people will not come openly and destroy religious material, especially, some you record something, you present it on public space. It's annoying, and that is why it's resurfacing. Note what I said. People have the right to practice their whatsoever religion they want to practice. But then